The morning after our wedding, my husband's mother handed me a list and said, "From now on, you'll be cooking, cleaning, and serving the family. That's your duty as a wife." My husband smiled. "It's just tradition." I smirked and said, "Then you'll love the new tradition I started." Their smug faces dropped when they saw who I had hired instead. I married Ethan thinking we were partners, thinking we had the same values, thinking that in 2024, basic respect in a marriage wasn't something I'd have to fight for. I was wrong. We got married in Charleston, South Carolina. Beautiful ceremony. Great food. The whole thing felt like a dream. I woke up the next morning still feeling like I was floating, until I walked into the kitchen. Ethan's mother, Diane, was sitting at the table, sipping coffee like she was some Victorian-era matriarch waiting to assign morning chores. She smiled at me, then slid a printed list across the table. "From now on," she said, her voice sickly sweet, "these are your responsibilities as a wife." I actually laughed. I thought she was joking. Then I read it. Cook all meals for the household. Clean the house daily. Do Ethan's laundry. Serve Ethan and his father before serving myself. Never argue with Ethan. Always ask permission before making plans. Attend all family gatherings and assist with setup and cleanup. Maintain a presentable appearance at all times. Respect the chain of command. I set the paper down slowly. "You're serious?" Diane nodded like this was completely normal. Ethan, standing behind her, smiled and shrugged. "It's just tradition, babe." Oh no. I felt my entire soul leave my body. I turned to Ethan. "You actually think this is acceptable?" He had the audacity to laugh. "It's how things work in my family." At that moment, I knew exactly what kind of man I had married. And I also knew exactly what I was going to do. Before I could even respond, the doorbell rang. I smiled. Perfect timing. Ethan frowned. "Who is that?" I walked past him and opened the door. Standing there in crisp uniforms were two professional cleaners and a personal chef. "Right on time," I said, stepping aside. The cleaners, two women dressed in matching polos, smiled politely. The chef, a middle-aged woman named Andrea, nodded. Diane gasped. Ethan froze. "What is this?" Diane snapped. I turned back to them, still smiling. "Oh, don't worry, I already started a new tradition. See, in my family, women aren't servants. We work hard and, when we can, we pay for services that make our lives easier. Since I have a full-time job and my own money, I decided to hire help." Diane's mouth opened and closed like a fish. "This is ridiculous." "Why?" I tilted my head. "You had no problem making me the unpaid help. You should be thrilled that the work is getting done." The chef, Andrea, stepped inside and smiled warmly at Diane. "I'll start on breakfast." Diane's face turned red. "This is not how things are done in this house." I gestured to the cleaners, who were already pulling out their supplies. "Well, I'm in this house now, and this is how I do things."